Alright, what's up? So this video is going to be my views on the differences between iOS 5 Beta 1 after 3 days of use and iPhone 4, iOS 4. So, quickly first from the lock screen, when you double tap on iOS 5, you get the ability to go straight to your camera. In iOS 4, can't do that, you just get to the regular slide to unlock and the same music features where you can get your AirPlay or play your song. I like the ability to go directly to the camera, and Apple has also cached the opening sequence. So before, even with the iPhone 4's, now it's a year old, but A4 processor, it would take about 5 or 6 seconds to load up the camera. But with iOS 5, apparently they've cached some of that, and it loads and opens, you saw it pretty quickly. So, some features with the camera, I like to be able to scroll to the left right there. Instead of having to click the thumbnail view to get to your photos, you swipe to the left. When you do it from the lock screen, of course, there's a beta, so it's a glitch. It says I have no photos. In reality, I have plenty of photos. I have 270. So, when you do it from the home screen, you can slide to the left now, and it shows your previous photos. So a few extra features, really. I really like this. You can now use the volume up as your camera shutter button. So I'll show you me taking a picture right there, and take the picture with the volume button. A few more features right here. Now in options, you get an option to set it to grid. So that helps you. The nice little grids help you align the photo. That's nice, good stuff. Nice little, I like these new toggles throughout the entire operating system now. You get, instead of square toggles, you get circular toggles. So, everything is now circled off instead of squared off. Yeah, so that's the camera features. I like the new editing features with iOS 5. The only thing I don't like is that you have to do it from your Photos app. You can't edit the photo directly from the camera app. You have to go to the Photos app. So you have to back out. It's kind of annoying. But here's the difference with iOS 4 and 5. On iOS 4, you get the AirPlay button on the top right. With iOS 5, you get the Edit button. So you click Edit, tap Edit, whatever, and you can rotate. So, oh boy, we rotate the photo, and you can one-touch enhance. So click that, and now auto enhance is on, good stuff. You can reduce the red eye, but there's not a photo of a person, so red eye ain't gonna help you. You can crop, but ain't doing that now. So I like the ability to edit in the Photos app directly from Apple. You don't have to download any third-party apps for it anymore, so good stuff. Apple kind of taking away from their own developers, but it works, whatever. I kind of like it directly from first party. So, apparently I triple clicked there. Alright. So, what's the best feature of iOS 5? You tell me. It's obviously notifications. So, with iOS 5, you swipe down from the top. iOS 4, when you swipe down from the top, nothing happens. But now you get your stock widget right there. I like that. You can move it on your own, or, okay, apparently Apple's doing good. Their market cap is $307.2 billion. Good stuff. Nice. Plenty of money. Alright, so, I like this, by the way. Instead of having to swipe up, if you click the home screen button, it does it for you. Also, let me show you directly from the video what it's like to receive a notification banner on the top. You'll see it come through. And then I'll show you what it's like with iOS 4 on the right. So you see, I got a little banner on the top there, and you can still do stuff with your screen. And look, it goes away. It's a nice little cube effect automatically. Still has badges, so you see I have one missed text there. And on the right, you can't do anything. You have to either close or reply to move around. So that interrupts you. This lets you continue. From the lock screen, let me show you notifications. I like this, to be able to open directly from the lock screen to whatever notification it is. And it's persistent too, so if you get multiple notifications, it doesn't like lose the spot where it used to do that. Sometimes you might send a text to the wrong person because you got like multiple texts, multiple notifications, and it wouldn't go to the right spot. Now it'll do that. So that's from the lock screen in iOS 4. Let me show you from the lock screen in iOS 5. let it come through. It's sending. Here we go. Text sent. It should show up any second now. Alright, so you see it blinks for about 5 seconds, and you can swipe to the right, and it opens directly to it. One more thing here is in iOS 5, the send button has changed to green. You can see it used to be blue. Your texts were always green, but now the send button matches the green. Also, it's color-coded because iMessage is now going to be blue. Regular SMS texts are going to be green. So it's good to be able to tell a difference. The iMessage, by the way, just to let you guys know, the only way to tell the difference between an iMessage and a text message is when you put in the new contact. Automatically right above, it'll start loading. It'll give you the spin wheel quickly, and iTunes in the back, like Apple servers, will automatically realize whether or not that person that you're texting can receive an iMessage. If they can't, it'll go to regular texts and it'll be green. If they can, it'll go to iMessage. It'll go to iMessage whenever it can, but so if it can, it'll go to iMessage, it'll be blue. There's the difference. Okay, so let me quickly show you that this 100% is iOS 5. I'll go to settings. My phone's about to die, but one better thing about iOS 5, heard from plenty of people, you can see the toggles are now circular throughout the entire OS. They used to be squared, you can see right there. So I heard from many people that battery life is much better in iOS 5. Even in the early beta build, it's much better than iOS 4's battery life, and I can definitely attest to that. While right now I might have 3, I've been using this phone for like 20 hours straight, and I still have 3 left. So that's pretty good battery life for the iPhone. Never had that much battery throughout the entire day. Now it actually might be able to. So you can see I'm running version number 5, and over here version 4.3. Okay, so let's quickly show you the differences on the home screen. You can see I have reminders right there. And the cool thing about reminders is not that it alerts you, but how it alerts you. It alerts you and reminds you at a location instead of just at a time or a day. So whenever I arrive at my school, you can set it to from when you arrive or when you leave. Whenever I arrive, I set it to. At my school, it's going to tell me to go to the cafeteria. So not very important, but it can be important for other things, like let's say you arrive at the shopping market, don't forget to get milk. Certainly good feature, and glad to have Apple do it for you. No longer need to have to-do apps or whatever, and the less apps you need, the better your productivity is. So, good stuff.